Hello everyone, I am Tanushree Mahatana, working as a lecturer in Nayagaon Autonomous College. I welcome you all to my class, that is circulation of body fluids. First, let's understand the term what is circulation. It is derived from a word circle. You know what is a circle. It has a diameter and starting point. Where it starts, there it ends. Similarly, in our body there is a system where the fluid is circulated. Okay, the fluid is circulated and those fluid are known as the body fluids. Okay, what is a fluid? The liquid part of the body is known as a fluid, and these fluids are blood, lymph, urine, bile, sweat, synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid. What are these? You know what is the blood? What is blood? red color part of our body, that is a liquid part. जते बेले किछि body रे injury होची, we say that blood is coming out. Okay, that red color liquid is called blood. Okay, in this topic we will concentrate on the blood and lymph. Okay, why these liquids are required? Why these fluids are essential in our body? They are essential for transportation of various substances, and these substances are the nutrients, oxygen and different waste material. Nutrients are absorbed during digestion. The food is simplified, and the simplified versions of food is carried out by our body to various organs, and there it is utilized. Okay, then we need oxygen for the combustion of those food material to get energy. After getting converted to energy, there will be release of certain waste material, and those waste materials are the excreta, or we say they are the nitrogenous waste. What are the nitrogenous waste? Urea, uric acid, creatines, these are the nitrogenous waste. Okay, so how many types of fluids are there? Okay, get a type. There are two types, ICF and ECF. ICF means intracellular fluid and extracellular fluid. Intracellular, intra, the term indicates that inside the cell. Okay, there is a fluid inside the cell, we say as a cytoplasm. Cytoplasm carries various cellular organelles, and the cellular activities are carried out inside the cell. Okay, and the extracellular fluid that is present outside the cell means interstitial cell region रे जहाँ थाए और जो space से जो liquid थाए सेटा हला कौन extracellular fluid. So cell भीतर रे जो liquid रहला तारो transportation हो by a movement called cyclosis. Okay, cyclosis, and outside the cell हले that is the transportation carried out by blood and lymph. So what are the functions of these body fluids? They are the medium of transport. Medium of transport for various nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay, after utilization of oxygen we will liberate carbon dioxide as a byproduct or waste material. Okay, then the excreta or the nitrogenous waste are transported through this liquid. So we can say it's a medium of transport, medium of exchange of gases. In our respiration class I have already told you that exchange of gases, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen, takes place inside the long alveoli. Okay, alveolar surface. So here the blood acts as a medium. Blood acts as a medium where the hemoglobin carrying carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonate ion exchanges oxygen from the atmosphere through the alveolar surface by the process called diffusion. Then it's metabolic activities. It acts for metabolic activities, various chemicals for our body, enzymes, hormones, and very other substances, and various processes, various life processes acts inside our body, and these fluids act as the medium. Then it maintains the tissue texture. It maintains the cell texture and also the tissue texture. Then temperature regulation. It maintains the body temperature, that is a constant body temperature 37 degree centigrade. Okay, this body temperature is maintained by our blood or the fluid part. Then homeostasis. Homeostasis is a process where the body maintains its constant condition of pH, temperature, ionic balance, everything. That is called homeostasis. Irrespective of the surroundings, jemti summer the temperature body jauche, still your body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade. Winter the temperature kamuchi, still your body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade. This maintenance of constant condition is known as homeostasis. These are all the functions of the body fluid that is required for the transportation, exchange and metabolic activity, tissue texture maintenance and temperature regulation and homeostasis, and various types like ECF, ICF, and the main need is for the transportation. In this chapter we will cover the topic under headings blood is composition, blood group, coagulation, lymph composition and function, circulatory pathways consisting of human heart and blood vessels, then what is double circulation, cardiac cycle, cardiac output, ECG, electrocardiograph, then regulation of cardiac activity and disorders associated with circulatory system, that is hypertension, coronary artery disease, angina pectoris and heart failure. Okay. So let us understand what is blood. जमती मु कहली गोटे wound हेले आम body रे आमे देखुचे गोटे red color liquid body बाहउची and that red color liquid is called blood. Blood is a special connective tissue that contains a fluid matrix, the plasma and the formed elements, or we say that is the blood cells or corpuscles. Then it is red in color, slightly alkaline, pH is 7.3 to 7.5. pH is 7.3 to 7.5. You know what is pH, that is the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. Then it accounts for 7% of total body weight. And a healthy human adult body contains 6 to 7 liter of blood. Gote healthy body re 6 ରୁ 7 लिटर ब्लड थाए. दुईटा पार्ट रे आमे को डिवाइड करि परिया. गोटे हला तार फ्लूइड पार्ट प्लाज्मा, देन द ब्लड सेल्स और द corpuscles. Here I have shown it in a flow diagram that plasma consists of 55% of total blood and the blood cells account for 45%. Plasma contains the water, that is the fluid part, 92%, and dissolved substances 8%. Dissolved substances contain salt 3.5, foods like glucose, amino acids, fats, hormones, proteins containing the fibrinogen and albumin. Fibrinogen for blood clotting. I will say what is blood clotting and the mechanism behind it. Then albumin that maintains the osmotic pressure of the blood. Then the waste products. What are the waste products? The carbon dioxide, urea, creatine, these are the waste products. Then blood cells are of three types: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Red blood cells are responsible for transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. White blood cell for defense mechanism, it is of two types, that is we can say granulocytes, agranulocytes, else ako divide kara gala phagocytes and lymphocytes. Lymphocytes asigala T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes produce the antibodies and T lymphocytes or T cells, they kill the infectious or cancerous cells. Then platelets, they help in blood clotting. This is the overall flow diagram. You can memorize it for your requirements. Let us discuss what is plasma. Okay, plasma consists of 55% of the blood. It is the fluid part and it contributes the viscosity, for the viscosity of the blood. Ko color yaad, it is straw color in nature, straw yellow. Okay, 90 to 92% of plasma is water. Protein constituent है 6 to 8%. कौन कौन रहुची? Fibrinogen, globulin, albumin are the main proteins. Okay, fibrinogen कौन पे दरकार? For blood clotting. Globulin तुम्हें ना सुनती वो immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin means the antibodies. They account for the antibodies. कितने type of antibodies था? there are 5 types of antibodies कौन IgG, IgA, IgM, IgD, IgE. Take a higher classes, you will know about the details. Then albumins account for the osmotic pressure of the of blood. Okay. Then plasma also contains small amounts of minerals like sodium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate ion, chlorine, etc. Glucose, amino acid, lipids, these are also present. In our previous slide we have already discussed what are they. Then blood coagulating factor or clotting factor are also present in plasma. Okay. So here comes a term that is called serum. What is a serum? When plasma is devoid of clotting factor, we call it serum. जेतेबेले प्लाज्मा रे ब्लड क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर नहीं ताको आमे सेरम बोली कहबा. ओके. कौन कौन फंक्शन रहिला सेम मेन सोर्स ऑफ प्रोटीन मींस जेते प्रोटीन सिक्रेट हेले से सब मिसले कोथे प्लाज्मा रे मिसले मींस लिक्विड पार्ट में मिसले एंड दैट विल बी कैरिड आउट टू वेरियस अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी. Then maintenance of acid base equilibrium, osmotic pressure, body heat for immunity and blood coagulation. Acid base equilibrium केमती bicarbonate ion formation होची पुनी water medium भी होची तो acid base balance होची. Okay, higher class detail mechanism कौन you will know that. Then come to the formed elements. Formed elements first असले RBC red blood corpuscles. आको otherwise कौन कहते आमे एरिथ्रोसाइट बोली कहबा. एरिथ्रोसाइट जोटा आमे कहचे तार स्ट्रक्चर को टाइप that is biconcave in nature and red color. Okay, that is red color and gote healthy human body re 5 million to 5.5 millions of RBC are present for cubic mm of blood. Okay, ताको आमे कौन कहि परिबा मेल केस से अधिया थाए फीमेल केस से कम थाए मींस 5 to 5.5 millions in case of male and 4.5 to 5 millions for female. Okay, then why it is red in color? Red in color because it carries a substance that is called hemoglobin. Okay, here heme is the prosthetic group and globin is a protein. Okay, this hemoglobin carries oxygen. Okay, this hemoglobin carries oxygen, hence we call it oxyhemoglobin. बुझिएला. So red blood cells are devoid of nucleus and they are formed in the bone marrow in adults and biconcave in shape. They have a red color, iron containing complex protein called hemoglobin, hence the color and the name of these cells. A healthy individual has 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin in every 100 ml of blood. These molecules play a significant role in the transport of respiratory gases. So यार lifespan केते रहिला यार lifespan रहिला 120 days. कोठी समानंकर destruction हबो spleen रे, hence आमे spleen को कौन कहे graveyard of RBCs. Hence spleen is called the graveyard of RBC. Formation कोठी हैला bone marrow रे. Okay, कोठू को प्रोसेस से जो प्रोसेस से हुए ताको हमें कौन कहे एरिथ्रोपोइसिस कहे और टोटल ब्लड फॉर्मेशन प्रोसेस को कौन कहले हमें हेमाटोपोइसिस. ओके, कोठू तैयारी हबो स्टेम सेल रो तैयारी हबो. देन कम टू WBCs. WBCs आर आल्सो कॉल्ड द ल्यूकोसाइट्स व्हाइट ब्लड कॉर्पस्कल्स. ओके, कौन पे एमती कहा गला because they are colorless due to lack of hemoglobin. Number केते रहला 6000 to 8000 per cubic mm of blood. Leukocytes are generally short lived. बेसे तंकर longer duration हो जेमती हमर RBC रहला 120 days. They have two main categories, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes contain neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil and agranulocytes contain what? The lymphocytes and the monocytes. Here I have put it in a tabular form. You can better know this from here. That is neutrophil. Description कौन रहेला? It is a many lobed nuclei. या पर slide diagram तुमको देखेइची. Neutrophil देखो. It has a many lobed nuclei. Means nucleus से जेती की lobe रहेला that is many. Means एठी जेमती रहेला two lobed सेमती एठी तो को मेनी लोब्ड न्यूक्लियाई आपको आम कौन कहले न्यूट्रोफिल कहले एंड इट इज द मोस्ट अबंडेंट WBC इन आवर ब्लड केते परसेंट रोची 60 to 65% ऑफ टोटल ब्लड फंक्शन कौन है it is phagocytic in nature. It kills foreign bacteria. Phagocytosis, we know that it extends a pseudopodium, then surrounds the foreign particle inside it, forms a phagosome, and finally that is fused with lysosome, forming phagolysosome, and the enzymes of lysosome, they destroy or neutralize the infectious agent. This process is called phagocytosis. Then come to basophil. It is S-shaped nucleus that is bilobed. Granules accept basic dyes. The granules present in the cytoplasm of basophil, they accept the basic dyes, hence the name basophil, and it accounts for 0.5 to 1% of total leukocyte. Total WBC the 0.5 to 1% है कि basophil, and it secretes function है it secretes histamine, serotonin, heparin, and are involved in inflammatory reaction. जिते बॉडी रे इन्फ्लामेशन देखा जाए मीन्स रेडनेस है स्वेलिंग है से सब रिएक्शन हवा दरकार कौन बासोफिल. देन इओसिनोफिल इओसिन means acidic stain नौथिबा ताना हला कौन eosinophil, and the granules accept acidic dye by or trilobed nucleus that counts for 3% of total WBC. Function, it resists different infection जितेबाला हम से eosinophil count अधिका हो associated with allergic reaction. तुम मैंने जब बारंबार ठंडा हो डॉक्टर कौन करेंगे ब्लड टेस्ट करके आना रिपोर्ट देखिए जब eosinophil अधिका अच्छी हाँ यहाँ allergic reaction हो पारे और due to some infection viral infection हो पारे. Then it also helps in bacterial toxin neutralization. In this diagram you can see the structure of eosinophil को कितने लोब होइए bilobed. Okay. Then lymphocytes count for 20 to 25% of total WBC, and it is of two types, B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Why so named? They are named because depending upon the site of their maturation. Okay, B lymphocyte site of maturation है कौन bone marrow, T lymphocyte site of maturation है कौन thymus, hence the name. तो बी लिम्फोसाइट काम कौन है एंटीबॉडी प्रोडक्शन करिवो. टी लिम्फोसाइट काम है कौन जितक इन्फेक्टियस सेल्स रहिले कि कैंसरस सेल रहिले तांको कौन करिवो फैगोसाइटोसिस करके न्यूट्रलाइज करिवो. तो बोथ काम कौन है इम्यून रेस्पॉन्स. इम्यून मीन्स डिफेंस. Our body has a defense mechanism to protect ourselves from various diseases. Okay, that mechanism is known as immunity, and the study of immunity is known as immunology. Immunity को केते टाइप रे पारिबो दुई प्रकार गोटे हला कोन जोटा हमर जन्म बेलु थाए आ गोटे जन्म हला पर जोटा डेवलप करे. So innate and acquired immunity. So various type of immunity and its components, how what is the mechanism behind that, how different cells are involved, you will be taught in your immunology chapter. Then come to the monocytes. Monocytes are the largest cells, oval in shape, and the nucleus is present eccentrically, counts for 1.5% of total WBC, and it is phagocytosis. It shows phagocytosis and to neutralize various infectious agents or infected cells. Okay, hence phagocytic in nature. Sometimes monocytes escape from the blood vessels and invade into the tissues. Okay, that process is called diapedesis. Diapedesis is a process through which the monocytes escape the blood vessels and enter to the tissues. Okay, and inside the tissues they get mature to macrophages, the cells for immune response. Here you can see different type of cells, and the last one is the platelets. Kaun platelets? Platelets are also called the thrombocytes, the cell fragments from the megakaryocytes. Megakaryocytes are the specialized cells of the bone marrow from where different blood cells develop. Okay, the blood normally contains 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 platelets per cubic mm of blood. Platelets can release a variety of substances, most of which are involved in coagulation or clotting of blood. They help in blood clotting. A reduction in their number can lead to clotting disorders, which will lead to excessive loss of blood from the body. Okay, so if we summarize the function of various cells inside our blood and also the plasma, so the overall function of blood will be transport of gases. What are the gases? Carbon dioxide and oxygen. Transport of nutrients, carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, these are the nutrients. Then transport of waste material. What are the waste materials? Nitrogenous waste, urea, uric acid, creatine, phosphocreatine, xanthines. Then distribution of hormones and vitamins. Hormones are the chemical messengers and secreted by the endocrine glands are transported through the blood to their target organs. Okay, transportation of hormones and vitamins. Okay, vitamins are required for our body development and maintenance. Maintenance of pH, it maintains the blood pH that is slightly alkaline in nature, protect against diseases. In our previous slide we saw most of the WBC cells are involved in immune responses. They are phagocytic in nature. किछिटा आमर एलर्जिक रेस्पॉन्स रहला बेले किछिटा आमर इन्फ्लामेटरी रेस्पॉन्स देखांती. ओके, तो सबू कोथि आसले टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर बॉडी अगेंस्ट वेरियस डिजीजेस. देन प्रिवेंशन ऑफ ब्लड लॉस आज देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर. हेंस जेते बेले भी कोठी वुंड हुए से वुंड को बंद करिया पई और ब्लड फ्लो को बंद करिया पई गोटे मेकानिज्म थाए दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्लड क्लॉटिंग that prevents our body from blood loss. Then regulation of body temperature, maintenance of constant body temperature is done by our blood. Wound healing, wound healing means कोटी कट है से कट को हिल करिवो by the process of blood clotting. Regulation of water balance, body रे केतिकी water रहिवो केतिकी eliminate हबो, that is also decided by the blood. Okay, then erection of various organs like erection of penis, erection of nipple, all these things are carried out by the blood. Okay, so जते बेले ब्लड टेस्ट करा हुए सेते बेले तुम देखा जाए गोटे ESR देखा जाए, हिमोक्रिट वैल्यू देखा जाए. ESR कौन? एरिथ्रोसाइट सेडिमेंटेशन रेट. केते अमाउंट रो हमर एरिथ्रोसाइट सेडिमेंट करछि. ता संगरे आउ गोटे भी देखंती कोन कहली हिमोक्रिट वैल्यू. means जदि हिमोक्रिट वैल्यू 45 रहिला means our blood contains 45% cells and 55% liquid. Okay, so in this diagram I have shown that various type of blood cells or formed elements, their percentage is function and the source. What are the sources? Then come to the liquid part, that is the plasma is content, that is the water content, maintenance of blood volume, transportation of molecules. What are the source? Absorbed from intestine. Then plasma proteins, albumin, globulin, fibrinogen. तार function कौन? albumin काम है कौन? maintain blood volume and pressure. सेमती ग्लोबुलिन ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड फाइट इन्फेक्शन. फाइब्रिनोजेन फॉर कोआगुलेशन. सोर्स है कौटी आसे लिवर रू. salt content रहला that is less than 1%, maintenance of blood osmotic pressure, and pH, salt content that maintains the blood pH and that is absorbed from intestine. Then various gases, carbon dioxide, oxygen, कोठ आसे respiration माने cellular respiration end product metabolism. source रहला lung tissue. nutrients, glucose, lipid, amino acid. function है food for the cell, they supply food for the cell, that is absorbed from the intestine. Nitrogenous waste, urea, uric acid, these are excreted by our kidney. And source is liver, they are produced from the liver. Then what are the other substances? Hormones and vitamins, they add to metabolism. And source may be varied, means they can be produced from various cells. Okay, if you see फिल काम कौन कही इओसिनोफिल काम रहा कौन इनफ्लामेटरी बासोफिल काम है हिस्टामिन रिलीज करिवो देन लिम्फोसाइट्स काम कौन रहा टी लिम्फोसाइट बी लिम्फोसाइट फॉर इम्यूनिटी देन मैक्रोफेजेस दैट इज फैगोसाइटिक इन नेचर देन ये देखला तार केते केते रहा डायमीटर ओके यू कैन राइट ऑल दिस थिंग्स ओके तापर देखिवा कौन ब्लड ग्रुप आमे जानले कौन रहा कंपोजिशन एंड फंक्शन ऑफ ब्लड दैट इज अ लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन देन कम टू ब्लड ग्रुप आमे क्लास रे वेरियस ग्रुप रे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होके बसे प्रैक्टिकल रे ग्रुप 1 टू नेके ग्रुप 16 डिपेंडिंग अपन द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ योर क्लास ओके से अनुसार ग्रुपिज्म होता है कौन पे ग्रुप कराए जे आमे जानी परिबा को ग्रुप रे ग्रुप अनुसार पाठ पढ़ा हुए कति प्रोग्रेस कला एट ए टाइम बहुत लोक जमी मूसा मदेने सेमती बहुत पिला धरिक पाठ पढ़ेला माने तुम निजे बुझेला भी प्रॉब्लम हुए से तुम प्रिफर कर कौन क्लास से कम पिला रही टीचर को अटेंशन तुम गेन कर से अनुसार पाठ पढ़ा भी बहुत भल हो पार तो सेटा तो रहा आम क्लास ग्रुपिज्म ब्लड ग्रुपिज्म कौन ब्लड को वेरियस टाइप रे आम डिवाइड कर तुम कह जो ब्लडटा तो रेड कलर ताको पुणी कौन ग्रुप करागला ब्लड रे भी ग्रुप थाए से रेड कलर रे भी ग्रुप थाए कौन कौन ग्रुप थाए ताको दुईटा ग्रुपिंग रे आमे करि पारे गोटे हला एबीओ ग्रुपिंग आ गोटे हला कोन आरएस ग्रुपिंग एबीओ ग्रुपिंग कोन एबीओ ग्रुपिंग रे ब्लड को चारटा पार्ट डिवाइड करता है चारटा कैटेगरी से कौन कौन ए बी ए बी ओ ओके ए बी ए बी ओ डिस्कवर्ड बाय कार्ल लैंडस्टेनर इन 1900 एंड ब्लड ग्रुप डिस्कवर हबार रीजन होची कोन ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन तुम्हें शुणुव जे कि मझे मझे भी तुम पाख मेसेज भी आसी थाई जे ए ब्लड ग्रुप ब्लड दरकार ता अर्थ कौन मीन्स द पर्सन हैविंग ए ब्लड ग्रुप इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम ब्लड लॉस फॉर हिज और हर सर्वाइवल वी नीड टू सप्लाई हिम और हर विथ ब्लड ग्रुप ए ओके से ग्रुप आम क्या बेस करके करुचे दुईटा थिंग गोटे है एंटीजेन एंड एंटीबॉडी आरबीसी सरफेस एंटीजेन AB and soluble plasma antibody that is also AB और ताको हमें कौन कहे एंटी ए एंटी बी सो ब्लड ग्रुप ए रे कौन रहिला ब्लड ग्रुप ए रे ता सरफेस रहिला एंटीजन ऑन आरबीसी सरफेस दैट इज ए एंड एंटीबॉडी प्रेजेंट इन प्लाज्मा इज एंटी बी ओके हेंस तो आपको को माने ब्लड दे परिबे ए एंड ओ सेमती ब्लड ग्रुप बी रे कौन रहिला एंटीजन ए एंटी बी एंटीबॉडी ए सॉरी एंटीबॉडी ए एंड द डोनर ब्लड ग्रुप आर बी एंड ओ ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप रे कौन रहिबो ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप रे दुईटा जाक एंटीजन रहिबो बुझिहला ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप रे दुईटा जाक एंटीजन मीन्स एंटीजन ए एंड एंटी बी आर प्रेजेंट बट देयर इज नो एंटीबॉडी जेहेतु किछि एंटीबॉडी नाही से समस्त थारु ब्लड रिसीव करि परिबो हेंस वी कॉल इट यूनिवर्सल एक्सेप्टर ओके वी कॉल इट यूनिवर्सल एक्सेप्टर मीन्स डोनर ब्लड ग्रुप आसा एठी ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप को माने ब्लड दे परिबो ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप को ए बी ब्लड दे परिबो ए ब्लड दे परिबो बी ब्लड दे परिबो ओ ब्लड दे परिबो सेमती ओ ब्लड ग्रुप को के ब्लड दे परिबो केवल ओ कौन पाई एथिरे किछि एंटीजन नाही रहला कौन एंटीबॉडी ए एंड एंटीबॉडी बी केवल रिसीव कला कौन ओ ओके सेथि पाई आमे ओ ब्लड को कौन कहले यूनिवर्सल डोनर एंड ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप इज कॉल्ड यूनिवर्सल रिसिपिएंट केमिति सपोज मोर ब्लड ग्रुप है बी ब्लड ग्रुप बी पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव कौन कहबी बी ब्लड ग्रुप मीन्स मोर आरबीसी सरफेस रे रहला कौन बी एंटीजन एंड प्लाज्मा रे रहला कौन एंटी ए एंटीबॉडी ए तो जदि मते बी ब्लड ग्रुप रो ब्लड दिया गला ता अर्थ आमर एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी भितर रिएक्शन हबो नाही जदि मते ए ब्लड ग्रुप दिया जाए ताहले कौन हबो मो ब्लड रे ऑलरेडी अछि कि एंटीबॉडी ए अच्छी ए ब्लड ग्रुप रे के रहला एंटीजन ए रहला तो मो ब्लड ग्रुप रे जोटा एंटी ए रहला ए ब्लड ग्रुप रे जो एंटीजन ए अच्छी या भितर रिएक्शन हबो क्रॉस रिएक्शन हबो जाको हमें कौन कहूचे आगोल्टिनेशन बोली कहूचे ए आगोल्टिनेशन रहले कौन हबो बॉडी रे आउ जो सर्कुलेशन होतला ठीक रे ही परिबोनी एंड द पर्सन में डाई ओके आई में डाई हेंस मो जेते वाले बी ब्लड ग्रुप को ब्लड दरकार मते को माने ब्लड दे परिबे ब्लड ग्रुप बी दे परिबो एंड ब्लड ग्रुप ओ दे परिबो तो एबे आमे जानु जे केमती कोटा को ब्लड ग्रुप ओके तुम मैंने जिते ब्लड टेस्ट करने जाइथिबो कौन करती दे प्रिक यो दिस फिंगर ओके दे प्रिक दिस फिंगर एंड टेक ब्लड ऑन द स्लाइड इन 3 ड्रॉप्स 3टा ड्रॉप तो नेहाजिबो कौन ब्लड नेहाजिबो एंड सम लिक्विड इज पुट देयर दैट इज कॉल्ड एंटीसेरा ए एंटीसेरा बी एंटीसेरा डी एंटीसेरा डी फॉर RS factor. I will tell what is RS factor. If clumping occurs in antisera A, then it is blood group A. Why? Because my blood group contains what? A antigen, hence it will react with A antibody. Okay, this antigen antibody reaction determines your blood group. Okay, let us know what is RS grouping. RS grouping is a RS antigen that is present or that is present similar to the rhesus monkey, hence the name RH, and majority of the people, 80% of the human population carries this RS factor, that is called RS positive or RS negative when it is absent. Okay, it is determined by antisera D, जोटा कहले antisera A, antisera B, antisera D से RS positive or negative जने पे कौन दिया जाए antisera D दिया जाए. In your practical class you will determine your own blood group. Okay, so आपको नहीं कि positive and negative compatibility को नहीं कि there is a case, special case that is called erythroblastosis fetalis. Erythroblastosis fetalis, and this case is arising when your mother is negative, RS negative, and father is RH positive. Okay, so RS negative mother जेते बोले हस्बैंड RS पॉजिटिव थाए तो फिटस कौन हबो RS पॉजिटिव हबो. हाँ आ गोटे पॉइंट ये छाड़ी जे RH ब्लड ग्रुप डिटरमाइन करिया पे हमर कौन देखा जाए ये जेनेटिक्स पार्ट को आसीबा alleles IA, IB, IO. Okay, they are co-dominant. IA, IB are co-dominant but dominant over IO. जदि IA, IA रहिला ताहले ब्लड ग्रुप कौन रहिबो ब्लड ग्रुप रहिबो A. जदि IA, IO रहिला ताहले ब्लड ग्रुप रहिबो A. IA, IB रहिले ब्लड ग्रुप रहिबो कौन AB. जदि IO, IO रहिला ताहले आमे ब्लड ग्रुप कौन कहि परिया ब्लड ग्रुप O बोली कहि परिबा. ओके, तो सेमती RS नेगेटिव एंड RS पॉजिटिव भितरे RS पॉजिटिव होची डोमिनेंट. सो जेते वाले मदर बॉडी नेगेटिव एंड ता फिटस पॉजिटिव थाए देन मैटरनल एंड फीटल ब्लड मिक्सिंग हबार चांसेस थाए कोसे थ्रू प्लासेंटा. ओके, so during delivery what happens, some amount of fetal blood mixes with the maternal blood and the maternal blood develops antibody against that. Okay, so after first delivery there is development of what RH positive, means anti-RH antibodies inside the mother. When second chance of delivery occurs, when the second time she gets pregnant, then maternal blood ru kon habo sei RH positive antibodies kon habo flow karibo maternal blood ru to fetal blood, and the there may occur a reaction that is called and the fetus may die. से condition को हमें कौन कहले erythroblastosis fetalis. आपको डिटेल्स से कहले कौन हला a special case of incompatibility or mismatch has been observed between the RS positive blood of a pregnant mother with RH positive blood of the fetus. RH antigens of the fetus do not get exposed to the RS negative blood of the mother in the first pregnancy, though there is a little chance as the two bloods are well separated by placenta. Placenta is the connection between the mother and the fetus. However, during the delivery of the first child, there is a possibility of exposure of the maternal blood to small amounts of the RS positive blood of the fetus. In such case, the mother starts preparing antibodies against RH antigen in her blood. In case of her subsequent pregnancies, the RH antibodies from the mother that is negative can leak into the blood of the fetus that is RH positive and destroy the fetal RBCs. The fetal RBCs will get destroyed. This could be fatal to the fetus or could cause severe anemia and jaundice to the baby. This condition is called erythroblastosis fetalis, and this can be avoided by administering anti-RH antibodies to the mother immediately after delivery of the first child. So, first child delivery salla, then anti-RH antibodies से RH antigen against रे जो antibody mother body रे produce होई थांता तार anti-RH antibodies देले कौन हबो that this erythroblastosis fetalis condition can be avoided. Okay, so blood grouping the necessity कौन हला, it is required for efficient blood transfusion. Then come to the coagulation of blood, that is called blood clotting. Blood clotting केतेबेले हबो जेतेबेले बॉडी रे किछि wound रहला. Okay, blood shows or exhibits the coagulation or clotting in response to any injury or trauma. This is a mechanism to prevent excessive loss of blood from the body. Okay, so आमे जेतो देखुचे जे किछि गोटे कट हैला गोटे रेडिश ब्राउन स्क्रम फॉर्मेशन होची एट द इंजुरी साइट. ओके, सेटा को आमे कोन कहूचे, इट इज अ क्लॉट और कोआगुलम formed mainly of a network of threads called fibrins in which dead and damaged formed elements of the blood are trapped. जदि इंजुरी रे से स्क्रम जदि फॉर्मेशन न हबो ताले ब्लड लॉस हे चलियो. ब्लड लॉस मीन्स deficiency in oxygen supply, deficiency in various nutrients, metabolic waste etc etc. जेतक ब्लड फंक्शन अछि से सब धीरे धीरे लॉस हो. ब्लड लॉस मीन्स ultimately that may lead to death. Hence there is necessity of blood clotting. Okay, so blood clotting पई कोन दरकार, blood clotting is governed by fibrins. Okay, mainly by a network of fibrin thread, and these fibrin threads are formed by the conversion of inactive fibrinogen to fibrin in presence of thrombin. I will show you in a flowchart that you will be very what you can understand it easily. Then this thrombin is formed from the prothrombin, and an enzyme called thrombokinase is required for the above reaction. It is not a simple reaction, it consists of a cascade of reaction. Cascade means like waterfall type of reaction. Product of one enzymatic reaction acts or helps to start another reaction. Then तार प्रोडक्ट कौन करिवो आ गोटे रिएक्शन इनिशिएट करिया पे हेल्प करे, मीन्स कन्वर्जन ऑफ इनएक्टिव फॉर्म टू एक्टिव फॉर्म, दैट इज कॉल्ड द कास्केड ऑफ रिएक्शन. सो ब्लड कोआगुलेशन हबा पई कौन दरकार, इंजुरी और ट्रामा. इट स्टिमुलेट्स द प्लेटलेट्स इन द ब्लड to release certain factors which activate the mechanism of coagulation. Certain factors released by tissue at the site of injury also can initiate coagulation. किछिटा फैक्टर जोटा जैसे इंजुरी साइट जो टिश्यू थाए सेठु रिलीज हेबे एंड से माने कोन करिवे ब्लड कोआगुलेशन स्टार्ट करिवे. मेन रोल हैला का कैल्शियम आयन एंड आल्सो विटामिन के. तुमे ए डायग्राम रे देखि परियो देयर आर डिफरेंट क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स. केते number 13. Factor number 6 is deleted. So factor 1 कौन रहला, fibrinogen. Factor 2 is prothrombin. Factor 3 tissue thromboplastin. Then 4 is calcium ion. 5 is liable factor. All these factors are involved during your blood clotting. Blood clotting doesn't occur in a single step. It's a cascade of reaction. You can see two pathways are there, intrinsic pathway and extrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway रे कौन हुए, डैमेज वेसल वॉल. डैमेज्ड वेसल वॉल रू कौन रिलीज हबो, जो राउंड फॉर्म जहाँ रहला दीज आर द इनएक्टिव फॉर्म एंड जो ए लिखा है सेगुड़ा कहला कौन एक्टिव फॉर्म. डैमेज ब्लड वेसल वॉल रू रिलीज हला कि इनएक्टिव फैक्टर 12 विल गेट एक्टिवेटेड टू फैक्टर 12, that is activated factor 12. In presence of activated factor 12, inactive factor 11 will get activated factor 11. In presence of activated factor 11, inactive factor 9 will become activated factor 9. Okay, activated factor 9 along with activated factor with 8 will form a complex that will cause activation of factor 10 to factor 10, and the activated factor 10 along with activated factor 5 converts prothrombin to thrombin, that is your factor 2. Inactivated factor 2 hela ki prothrombin will get converted to thrombin, and in presence of thrombin fibrinogen will get converted to active fibrin. Fibrinogen is inactive, it will get converted to active fibrin, and along with factor 13, activated factor 13, it will form the cross-linked fibrin clot. You can see here the factor 13 is fibrin stabilizing factor, means final clot रे जो fibrin formation हबो ताको stabilize करिया पे दरकार we need a fibrin stabilizing factor, and they cross link to forming a fibrin clot. So then देखिबा extrinsic pathway कौन trauma to extravascular cells, एथि कौन हबो factor 3. Factor 3 presence से factor 7 from inactive condition will become activated, and activated factor 7 along with factor 3 again merge in this step. Okay, inactive factor 10 will be converted to active factor 10, and this active factor 10 along with factor 5 will convert prothrombin to thrombin, and in presence of thrombin fibrinogen will get converted to fibrin, and fibrin along with fibrin stabilizing factor will become cross-linked fibrin clot. This is the final common pathway, means these are two separate pathways that converge in a single pathway to form the clot. Here you can see it acts as a waterfall, and this type of reaction is called a cascade of reaction. So steps कौन रहिला, this is the biochemical pathway. Steps कौन रहिला, steps है first injury रे हमर blood loss होची, different cells loss होची, then there will be vascular spasm, means एठी जोटा तुम wide अच्छी opening that will become constricted, the walls become constricted, so that जेत्ती के rate flow होतला धीरे धीरे flow टा कमिबो और blood cell loss कमिबो. Then platelet plug formation, एठी कौन हुए, the platelets are activated by chemicals released from the injury site, and by contact with the underlying collagen the platelets become spiked and stick to each other and the wound site. Initial platelets are activated by chemicals released from the injured cells and by contact with broken collagen. देखो एठी कौन हला formation of platelet plug, एठी गोटे plug type of formation हबो, that plug will not allow the other blood cells to loss. Then platelet plug formation हवा संगे संगे कौन हबो, bound platelets release chemicals that activate and attract other platelets. So ये अलगा platelet मानको attract करिवो, so that the platelets move towards the source of chemical signal and bind. एठी गोटे हबो कोन chemical gradient तैयारी हबो, chemical gradient को sense करके से माने move करिए कोठी के ए plug area को जिबे, and platelet plug grows in size, धीरे धीरे कौन हबो plug grow करिवो. So finally fourth step है का last step, that is the coagulation step. In coagulation the fibrinogen is converted to fibrin, means ये last step ये सब है कौन मझिरे एतक पर्यंत जेति खेला this continues, these two steps continues, and finally coagulation रे कौन हबो, fibrinogen is converted to fibrin which forms a mesh that traps more platelets and erythrocyte producing a clot. So fibrin network कौन करियो परस्पर सह क्रॉस लिंक हेजिबो, गोटे जाल टाइप ऑफ फॉर्मेशन करिवे, से जाल को क्रॉस करके अलगा ब्लड सेल्स जाई परिबे नाही, and that process is called blood clotting. You can see here, this is the microscopic diagram or the microscopic view of fibrin strands shows platelets, erythrocytes effectively plugging the break, and finally our wound is healed, okay, due to clotting. Here you have to remember this step clearly, that from the platelets prothromboplastin in presence of calcium ion gets converted to thromboplastin, then prothrombin in presence of thromboplastin and calcium ion gets converted to thrombin, and fibrinogen in presence of thrombin gets converted to fibrin. Then these fibrins gets polymerized in presence of factor 13, activated factor 13, that is fibrin stabilizing factor, and finally the clot is formed due to the trapping of red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Okay. I hope you have understood what is blood, the composition and function of blood, then blood group and the blood coagulation or blood clotting mechanism. Now come to another liquid part of our circulatory system, that is lymph, or we call it tissue fluid. So, way as the blood passes through the capillaries in tissues, some water along with many small water soluble substances move out into the spaces between the cells of the tissue, leaving larger proteins and most of the formed elements in the blood vessels. आमे जानले blood टा आम जेतल blood vessel देखि pass करे, it transports oxygen, carries exchange of gases, exchange of nutrients, exchange of nitrogenous waste. How it occurs? It occurs as some of the liquid part, means some of the plasma part of our blood along with these substances escape from the blood vessels to our tissue spaces, and those fluid are called the tissue fluid or the lymph. केमिति देखो, here the blood flows and due to the pressure, hydrostatic pressure and osmotic pressure, some of the liquid part along with some components escape into the interstitial fluid, and this fluid accounts for the formation of lymph. This fluid is called lymph. It has the same mineral distribution as in plasma, as it escapes from plasma. So, the composition of plasma is nearly equal to the composition of lymph. Rather, lymph lacks some of the elements from the plasma. An elaborate network of blood vessels called the lymphatic system collects the fluid and drains it back to the major veins. It carries the acts like the exchange of nutrients, gases between the blood and the cells always occur through this fluid. This fluid present in the lymphatic system is called lymph, and lymph is also colorless. Our plasma was colorless or straw color in nature. It is colorless, containing specialized lymphocytes which are responsible for immune response of our body. Lymph is also important carrier for nutrients, hormones. Fats are absorbed through lymph in the lacteals present in the intestinal villi. Okay. So, we get here the overall idea what is lymph, how it is formed. So, what are the main functions of lymph? As it is formed from plasma, its function will be similar to plasma. What is that? It acts as an intermediate or middleman between the blood and the tissues. It helps in exchange of materials between the blood and the tissues or cells. It has a defensive role. It carries various antibodies or various phagocytic cells. It helps in maintaining blood volume. As most of the liquid part, most of the plasma escape to the interstitial spaces, there will be loss of blood or volume inside our body. So, it again mixes with our blood and maintains the blood volume. It helps in maintaining blood volume. Plasma proteins synthesized in the liver. The plasma proteins, we in our previous slide we saw most of the plasma proteins are synthesized in liver, and hormones from the endocrine glands directly diffuse into the lymph capillaries and carried by the lymph into the blood. They are not directly discharged into the blood, rather they are collected by the lymph capillaries and then drained into the blood. Most of moist and protect the cells from dehydration, means it keeps our cells hydrated. It maintains the moisture of the cell. These are the functions of our lymphatic system. Then let us see how human lymphatic system is formed and how it looks like, what are its components. It is mainly formed of lymph. lymph composition is same as plasma but lower in protein content. We know that because it is formed due to the loss of liquid along with some elements, not all. And lymphatic capillaries, it lies close to blood capillaries and end blindly. There is no target to end at a particular place, they end blindly, composed of single layer of endothelial cells. It is composed of a single layer of endothelial cells. Then lymphatic capillaries merge to form the lymphatic vessels, and they have numerous valves. They contain the lymphatic vessels carry various valves, and these vessels of intestinal region absorb digested fat are called the lacteals. You must have heard of term lacteals. They absorb the digested fat formed of endothelial, muscular and fibrous tissue. Means the lymphatic vessel is formed of 3 layers. Those are the inner endothelial, the middle muscular and the outer fibrous tissues. Then all the lymphatic vessels merge to form the lymphatic duct. Lymphatic duct that drain into the thoracic duct that begins from the cisterna chyli and right lymphatic duct. The lymph is discharged into the left subclavian vein and the right subclavian vein respectively. Means what happens here? The lymphatic vessels unite to form the lymphatic duct that drain into the thoracic duct. All the lymphatic duct drain into the thoracic duct, and they begin from cisterna chyli and right lymphatic duct. Okay, they discharge into left subclavian vein and right subclavian vein respectively. Then come to various lymph nodes. These lymph nodes are oval in shape and they contain WBCs and macrophages. WBCs and macrophages are the cells to carry out the functions of phagocytosis. Then they maintain the body defense mechanism. Okay. Various lymphoid organs are there. The lymph secreting organs are the lymphoid organs. They are the lymph nodes, tonsils, thymus gland, Peyer's patches, liver and spleen. These are the lymphoid organs, and overall the composition of human lymphatic system consists of lymph, lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessels, lymphatic duct, finally the lymph nodes and lymphoid organs. Here you can see the human lymphatic system carrying or showing different parts of our lymphatic system: the lymph nodes, the lymph vessels and various lymphoid organs. See here the thoracic duct, thymus. Okay, you can see the thymus here. Again we will start our circulatory pathway. We here discussed the various body fluid. What are the body fluids? The blood and the lymph. Now, as they form the main circulating fluid of our body, we discuss and learnt about them under this topic. Then we will discuss here in what way, in what pathway they are circulated in the body, and the way they are passed in our body is known as the circulatory pathways, and it is of two types: closed type and open type. Let us know what is open type. ओपन टाइप मीन्स ओपन माने कौन खोला किछि बंद है कि नथियो मीन्स ब्लड वेसल नथियो कोठी देखा जाए इट इज प्रेजेंट इन आर्थ्रोपोड्स एंड मॉलस्क इन व्हिच द ब्लड पम्प्ड बाय द हार्ट passes through the large vessels into open spaces or body cavities called sinuses. Means blood is pumped by the heart that passes through large vessels into the spaces or body cavities called sinuses. There is no blood vessel. However, in annelids, chordates have a closed circulatory system in which the blood pumped by the heart is always circulated through a closed network of blood vessels. In our body, means annelids and chordates, we are chordates, our blood is circulated through the closed vessels. Hence, we say is a closed circulatory system. Closed means पूरा बंद है न कि plug है न तो means जमती खोला रखिले गोटे जगह जदि पानी रखी दो जमी तुम ओपन कहो पाइप रही कौन हो क्लोज सिस्टम सेमती ब्लड जदि बॉडी रे ओपनली फ्लो रहा दैट इज कॉल्ड ओपन सिस्टम सिंपल वे एंड द क्लोज सिस्टम मीन्स इट इज its pathway is the blood vessels. Okay, so different type of organisms have different types of heart, means different chamber of heart and oxygen collecting source and their function, and this circulatory pathway or the closed system of circulation was discovered by Sir William Harvey. In case of fish, the number of chambers present in heart is of 2 chambers. We know that our heart is divided into how many chambers? 4 chambers. So fish contains 2 chambered heart. Amphibians and reptiles contain 3 chambered heart. However, the crocodiles have the 4 chambered heart. Birds and mammals contain the 4 chambered heart. The fish collect air, collect oxygen from the gills. In respiration, we have taught how the cartilaginous fishes and the bony fishes collect their oxygen from water by the process of diffusion, and the main gaseous exchanging organ was the gills. This type of circulation is called single circulation. Single circulation means it's a one-way traffic type. Then come to amphibians and reptiles. 3 chambered hearts means they have 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. I will show you in a diagram. They collect oxygen from the gills, lungs and skin, cutaneous respiration, and this type of circulation is called incomplete double circulation. Why double circulation? The blood comes to heart for 2 times, hence the name double circulation. Why incomplete? I will tell you showing the diagram. Bird and mammal contain 4 chambered heart, means 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Oxygen is collected from air and it is a true double circulation. Here we begin the actual or the core of circulating organ, that is our heart. In this diagram you can see the Pisces or the fishes contain 2 chambered heart, that is 1 auricle, 1 ventricle. Oxygenated air is collected through the gill. We cannot say that air, the dissolved oxygen is collected through the gills and carried out to the various organs, and those after being deoxygenated, this blood will be collected through these veins, sinuses, venosus, 2 auricles to ventricle, one-way system. You can see the gills, here are the gills, the oxygenated blood is collected, it goes to the body, and then deoxygenated blood is collected to the heart via auricle to ventricle. Okay. Then in case of amphibians, what happens? The right auricle and the left auricle. The right auricle collects the deoxygenated blood from various parts of the body, whereas the left auricle collects the oxygenated blood through the gills. Okay, the gill, inside the gill exchange of gases occur, also the skin exchange of gases occur, then that is collected through left auricle, oxygenated blood. Then finally inside the ventricle there will be mixing of these oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. You can see here the blood is collected, okay, blood is collected here, then it gets transported to the lungs, okay, lungs or any medium where the gaseous exchange occurs. Then the oxygenated blood comes and finally there will be mixing of this blood and it enters to the various organs. We can say in case of mammals there is no mixing, in case of mammals and also in birds there is no mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. एठी जेहेतु आमर oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixing होची, we say it is incomplete. Why double circulation? Blood comes to heart for 2 times, means through right auricle deoxygenated and through left auricle oxygenated blood, hence it is double circulation. In case of birds and mammals, what happens? You can see there is a partition, there is presence of 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. The right auricle collects the deoxygenated blood and the left auricle collects the oxygenated blood, and there is no mixing of these bloods. Hence, we call it a complete double circulation. Later, I will tell in details what is a complete double circulation. Here, I will tell you one thing, that the blood flows from the heart to the lungs. Okay, that is called pulmonary circulation. From the heart to various body organs, that is called systemic circulation. Okay, 2 types of circulation. Now come to human circulatory system. The main pumping organ or the main organ of human circulation is heart. Okay, it is a section showing human heart. It contains 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. What are those 2 auricles? The right auricle and the left auricle. Then the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The 2 auricles are separated by interauricular septum, and 2 ventricles are separated by the interventricular septum. You can see here the interventricular septum, and these auricles and ventricles are separated by auriculoventricular septums. Auricles and ventricles are separated by auriculoventricular system. Okay, we here knew the partitions, but before describing any organ in our body, we must know its position. It is present inside our thoracic cavity, in between the 2 lungs, slightly tilted towards the left lung. Okay, thoracic cavity, what is that? The upper chamber that is formed due to the diaphragm. The diaphragm separates our body into 2 chambers, that is upper thoracic and lower abdominal cavity. So, upper part is the thoracic cavity, it carries the heart. The size of a heart is the size of human fist. Okay. So, its weight is 250 to 300 grams. Okay. And it is covered by a covering that is called pericardium. And the heart wall is the myocardium. In between the pericardium and myocardium there is pericardial fluid. So, what is the significance of that layer and that fluid? It protects the heart from various injuries, it lubricates and allows free contraction and relaxation of heart muscles. It protects and lubricates, reduces the friction. Okay. All these things are the various functions. These are the main position or the what? Morphology of heart. Anatomically, it is divided into auricles and ventricles. The right auricle, the right ventricle, the left auricle and the left ventricle. Okay. Then right auricle receives deoxygenated blood from vena cava, that is superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. You can see this vena cava. This is then it opens to the right auricle. It opens to the right ventricle. Right auricle opens to right ventricle through tricuspid valve. Okay, through tricuspid valve, and chordae tendineae are attached to them. Then blood from right ventricle passes to the lungs. Okay, that vessel that carries blood from heart to various organs is known as artery, and the vessel that carries blood from various organs to the heart is called vein. Okay, here what happens? The pulmonary artery carries the blood. Here you can see the pulmonary artery that carries the blood towards the left and right lungs. Okay, lungs se kon habo? There will be exchange of gases, gaseous exchange. Then the blood will become oxygenated. The oxygenated blood will move to the left auricle. The left auricle that is via the pulmonary vein, the pulmonary vein. Then from that left auricle it moves to the left ventricle. Left auricle and left ventricle are guarded by bicuspid valve. Then from left ventricle the blood is transported to various organs through aorta. However, the blood vessels arising from both the ventricle are guarded by valves, that is called the semilunar valve. Here the tricuspid valve, the bicuspid valves, then the semilunar valve. Okay. Then the heart muscle. The heart muscle is formed of the nodal tissues. The nodal tissues that forms the sino-auricular node at the right hand top corner and AV node at the lower left corner. AV node. Then from the AV node arises a bundle of fibers. Okay, bundle of nerve fibers, that is called the bundle of His. Finally, bifurcates. So the interventricular septum to the left and right side as the Purkinje fibers. This is the apex of the heart. I hope you all have understood the diagrammatic view of your heart. Okay, this contains the description of human heart structure. The human circulatory system, also called the blood vascular system, consists of muscular chamber, heart, a network of closed branching blood vessels and blood, and the blood that is the fluid part which is circulated. Heart, it is mesodermally in origin. It originates from embryonic mesoderm. Various organs of our body originates from three germ layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. It is derived from mesoderm. Okay. Situated in the thoracic cavity in between the two lungs and slightly tilted to left. It has the size of clenched fist. It is protected by a double walled membranous pericardium enclosing pericardial fluid. Okay. Heart attains its maximum size during 17 to 20 years of age. Our heart has four chambers, two relatively small upper chambers called the atria and two lower larger chambers called the ventricles. A thin muscular wall called the interatrial septum separates the right and the left atria, whereas a thick walled the interventricular septum separates the two ventricles. The atrium and the ventricles of the same side are separated by a thick fibrous tissue called atrioventricular septum. I have already told what is the atrioventricular septum. However, each of these septa are provided with an opening through which the two chambers of the same size are connected. The opening between the right atrium and the right ventricle is guarded by a valve formed of three muscular flaps or cups, that is called the tricuspid valve, whereas the bicuspid or mitral valve, the other name of bicuspid valve is the mitral valve. It guards the opening between the left atrium and the left ventricle. The openings of the right and the left ventricle into the pulmonary artery and the aorta respectively are provided with the semilunar valve. Okay. The semilunar valves guard the opening of the blood vessels. The valves in the heart allow the flow of blood in one direction, means the valves act as one-way traffic. They do not allow the back flow of the blood, they allow only one-way flow, that is from the aorta, that is from aorta to atria, not from aorta, that is from various veins to the atria, and from atrium to the ventricle, and from ventricle to the aorta. Okay. Then from the atria to the ventricles, and from the ventricles to the pulmonary artery or aorta, these valves prevent any backward flow. These valves prevent the backward flow of the blood. Here I have described what are the various the part of heart muscle, that is the nodal muscle. The entire heart is made up of cardiac muscle. The muscle of heart is called the cardiac muscle. The wall of the ventricles are much thicker than the wall of the auricles. Okay. A specialized cardiac musculature called nodal tissue is also distributed in the heart. A patch of this tissue is present in the right upper corner, जोटा कि कहली SA node and AV node. ए previous diagram रे तुमको already देखै छी, that is the SA node and AV node. Its position is also described here. And एठी कहला कोन जे तार beating rate केमती control होची, that the impulse is generated at SA node is carried to the AV node and then through bundle of his it moves towards the various part through Purkinje fiber. SA node can generate a maximum number of action potential or excitation signal that causes the beating of heart, that is 70 to 75 beats per minute. Okay. It is responsible for initiating and maintaining the rhythmic contraction and relaxation activity of heart muscle, and therefore it is called the pacemaker. SA node hence is called the pacemaker, and normally a human heart beats 72 times per minute, okay, per average. So let us know what is heartbeat. Heartbeat means the pumping action of heart. The pumping action of heart is activated or affected by the rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Okay, the pumping action of heart is activated or affected by the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart, and both the atria and ventricles, both the atria means the right and the left atria and the right and left ventricles contract and relax rhythmically, and this rhythmic contraction and relaxation is known as heartbeat, that is 72 times per minute in adult, and in case of infant that is more, and lesser, that becomes lower in case of elders. In case of rabbit that is 200 times per minute, and in elephant that is 25 beats per minute. Here we can correlate one thing, that body size of the animal is inversely proportional to heartbeat, means larger the size, lower the heartbeat. Sparrow, it is quite smaller than a rabbit, hence heartbeat rate is 500 per minute. Two terms come here, that is tachycardia and bradycardia, means when the heartbeat rate is more than the normal beating rate we call it tachycardia, and when it is lower than the normal beating rate that is called the bradycardia. Tachycardia means more than 100 times per minute, in bradycardia that is lower than 60 beats per minute. Then come to pulse. Most of the time you must have seen that whenever a doctor visits to a patient that is in coma stage or that has gone senseless, he first checks the pulse by placing two fingers at the left hand wrist. Okay, that is called the pulse checking. What is pulse? It is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the aorta. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the aorta and its main artery is called pulse. When the left ventricle contracts, the blood is pumped into the aorta. Left ventricle contracts, the blood is pumped into aorta, and this distension of wall of aorta occurs due to the elasticity, and a wave of distension passes along the arteries as the blood passes through. Okay, this wave of distension from the left ventricle passes along the wall of the arteries, and this wave of distension over the arterial wall is called arterial pulse or pulse rate. Means jete thora am heart beat habo sete thora eti pulse asebo, means beating rate is 72 times per minute, it means 72 times per minute is the pulse rate. It is affected by age, sex, emotion, disease and exercise. However, in case of females, it is around 80 beats per minute, and in case of male, it is 72 times per minute. Okay. Now, let us know what is course of circulation. Course of circulation means the pathway of circulation. As I have shown in a previous slide that the right auricle receives blood from vena cava, then blood is drained to the right ventricle, then through pulmonary artery deoxygenated blood is carried out to the two lungs, then from the two lungs oxygenated blood is collected by the pulmonary vein to the left auricle, and from left auricle blood passes to the left ventricle through the bicuspid or mitral valve, then through semilunar valve, opening of semilunar valve guards the passing of the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the aorta. Okay. Here two exceptions are there. As per the definition, the blood vessel that carries oxygen, we call it artery. However, we can also say the blood vessel that carries blood from the heart to various organ is called artery, but the exception is the pulmonary artery that carries the deoxygenated blood and the pulmonary vein that carries the oxygenated blood. Okay. So, course of circulation, what happens here? If the pulmonary vein carries, as the pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood, it moves to lungs. Okay. It moves from the lungs, it moves to the left atrium, from left atrium it moves to left ventricle, and from left ventricle it moves to the main aorta to body organs, and from various body organs the blood is collected through the vena cava, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava collects blood from the upper body parts and the inferior vena cava collects blood from the lower body parts. It moves to the right atrium, to right ventricle, and then through pulmonary artery it moves to lungs. Here it has clearly shown the pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood and the pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood. Okay. And when the blood flows from the heart to the lungs, it is called the pulmonary circulation, and from the heart to various body part is called the systemic circulation. And this is a one-way traffic, and the blood flows twice to the lungs, to the heart, hence it is called the double circulation, as the blood flows twice or two times to heart, hence it is called double circulation. Now come to cardiac cycle. Okay. Cardiac cycle. Cardiac means that is related to heart. Heart cycle. Heart रे कौन cycle था? जानिबा? The rate of heartbeat of normal human adult is 72 times or 72 beats per minute. So the time taken for one beat केते हबो? केते हबो? 0.8 second. 72 times per 1 minute. ताको जदि आमे डिवाइड करिबा देन आसी जिवो कोन each beat को टाइम केते आसीबो डिवाइडेड बाय 60 सेकंड कले 0.8 सेकंड. ओके. गोटे बीट पई 0.8 सेकंड टाइम लागे. तो आमे जदि डिफाइन करिया व्हाट इज अ कार्डियक साइकिल, इट इज द सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट occurring in heart per each beat is referred to as one cardiac cycle. Means sequence of event occurring in heart. कौन कौन इवेंट होची? ब्लड जाउची राइट ऑरिकल को, पुनी राइट वेंट्रिकल, देन लंग्स, तापरे लेफ्ट ऑरिकल, लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल, देन टू वेरियस बॉडी पार्ट. तो ये जो इवेंट होची, द सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट occurring so each beat is referred to as cardiac cycle. How that happens? Each cardiac cycle consists of one systole and diastole. Systole means the contraction and diastole means the relaxation. Systole means the contraction and diastole means the reaction. Atrial systole initiates the cycle and lasts for 0.1 second, and arterial diastole continues for 0.7 second. So total जेहेतु 0.8 सेकंड रोची, arterial systole 0.1 सेकंड हेले arterial diastole 0.7 सेकंड, total 0.8 सेकंड. Similarly, the ventricular systole is 0.3 second and ventricular diastole is 0.5 second. Total is 0.8 second. So duration of cardiac cycle may vary with changing the conditions such as age, sex, temperature, excitation. Okay, so कौन कहि पारे हम एठी cardiac cycle is a cycle of contraction and relaxation of atria and ventricle or one heartbeat. How it occurs? Explain karibi. The contraction phase is called systole and the relaxation phase is called the diastole. Just see this diagram. What happens here? First जेते वाले हमर हार्ट रेस्टिंग कंडीशन रे अछि किछि सेते कंट्रैक्शन के रिलैक्सेशन नै कोन हुए आर्ट्रियम रे हमर जे कोन आसीओ सुपीरियर वेना कावा एंड इंफीरियर वेना कावा ब्लड आसीओ को ठीक है हमर राइट आर्ट्रियम को ओके तो सेही टाइम रे कोन हबो एसए नोड रे हमर इंपल्स जनरेट हबो ओके दैट लास्ट फॉर 0.1 सेकंड तो सेही टाइम रे कोन हबो ऑरिकुलर सिस्टोल हबो ऑरिकुलर सिस्टोल ओके प्रेशर रे ब्लड फ्लो करिवो 0.1 सेकंड गला देन एसए नोड रो इंपल्स असला को ठीक हमर एवी नोड को एसए नोड रो डायग्राम देखोची देखो एसए नोड रे जनरेट हला इंपल्स एसए नोड रो असला एवी नोड को 0.1 सेकंड एटी सरी जाईची सरी गला परे ब्लड पासेस थ्रू दिस व्हाट tricuspid valve to your what right ventricle okay then come to AV node ro that signal will be transmitted to the various part so bundle of His and Purkinje fiber and there will be a filling of blood in the right ventricle okay right ventricle re fill up hela तो जेते आको स्टिमुलेशन आसी देन देयर विल बी स्टिमुलेशन ऑफ कंट्रैक्शन ओके दैट कंट्रैक्शन ओपन्स द सेमिलुनार भाल्व ओपन हेले कोन हबो हमर पल्मोनरी आर्टरी को ब्लड जीवो एंड आउटा देकी ब्लड जीवो कोठु हमर लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल रो टू वेरियस बॉडी पार्ट्स ओके देन हमर कंट्रैक्शन सरला कंट्रैक्शन परे रिलैक्सेशन फेज आरंभ हबो okay that this impulse last for 0.3 second then आरंभ हो कोन diastolic phase means relaxation कते हला 0.5 सेकंड एपटे 0.1 सेकंड सरी के 0.7 सेकंड चलची एठी हला कोन 0.3 रे आरंभ हला 0.5 रे सदिला ओके सो एठी जो साइकिल देखेली एटा बे भलरे बुझी परिबो मींस हमर auricular systole आरंभ होला 0.1 सेकंड जाय कंटिन्यू कला एंड देन auricular atrial systole continues for 0.7 second then ventricular systole that continues for 0.3 second and finally it continues for 0.5 second in diastolic phase and this whole cyclic presentation is called the cardiac cycle okay कोन हबो हमर एसए नोड रे origin हला impulse that gets transmitted to AV node okay then हमर right auricle and left auricle will be filled with blood okay तापरे ये गला diastole phase को entry then हमर ventricle रे कोन हबो जेते बेले ट्रांसफर हेची impulse AV node रो जीवो कोठी bundle of His and Purkinje fiber देके throughout the heart muscle सेते बेले कोन हबो तार कंट्रैक्शन हबो हार्ट मसल रो कंट्रैक्शन हबो हार्ट मसल रो कंट्रैक्शन हेले ब्लड जीवो कोठी की टू पल्मोनरी आर्टरी एंड aorta by opening of the semilunar valves okay then आसी जीवो diastolic phase हला कोन 0.5 सेकंड ओके एठी कोन हला कोइंसाइड कला 0.7 सेकंड सह तार कोइंसाइड करिवो ventricular systole and ventricular diastole this constitute a cyclic process that is called heart cycle during each cardiac cycle there is prominent sound देखि जो डॉक्टर माने स्टेथोस्कोप लगे कि साउंड सुनंती दैट साउंड चेस्ट रे पकांती स्टेथोस्कोप रखि के देखिबे कोन साउंड आछन नै दैट इज कॉल्ड हार्ट साउंड दैट साउंड इज कॉल्ड लव एंड डब लव केते वाला आसे लव इज द फर्स्ट हार्ट साउंड that is associated with closure of the cuspid valve कोडा the tricuspid and the bicuspid valve रो closure हेले love sound आसीबो dove केते वाला आसीबो जेते वाले semilunar valve रो close हबो that is the second heart sound now let us discuss what is cardiac output ता आगु जानिबा स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम कौन इच बीट रे हार्ट को जेते के अमाउंट ऑफ ब्लड जाउची दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम. स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम मल्टीप्लाइड बाय the number of heartbeats per minute is known as the cardiac output. So, we can say broadly that the volume of blood pumped by each ventricle per minute is called cardiac output. Okay? About same volume of blood is pumped by each ventricle per cardiac cycle. आम दुईटा ventricle रहला same volume रो blood जीवो the right ventricle and left ventricle रे. It is determined by multiplying the heart rate and the blood volume ejected by each ventricle during each beat. So, cardiac output is heart rate multiplied by stroke volume, that is 80 ml, nearly 80 ml per beat multiplied by 72 beats per minute, beat cancel, 5.5 liter per minute. So, conditions like exercise, emotions, fever might increase the cardiac output. So, cardiac output बढ़िबा पे को माने responsible जदि अधिका एक्सरसाइज रहला, इमोशंस लाइक फियर, फाइट, then fever increases the cardiac output. Then come to electrocardiograph. Electrocardiograph is ECG, or we can say ECG is electrocardiograph. कौन पे पढ़िबा दरकार? It is a graphical presentation of the electrical activity of the heart during cardiac cycle. We know that our cardiac cycle is occurring due to the activity of SA node, that is the pacemaker, and that action potential generated is transported towards the various part of our heart through every bundle of His and Purkinje fiber. This is due to electrical conduction. Action potential means electric conduction, and this electric conduction can be sensed for normal heart activity by a machine that is called ECG. How it is obtained? 3 nodes will be placed. What is that? That will be placed in the on the 2 wrist and left ankle. दुईटा wrist and left ankle दिया जीवो connection and to the various part of the chest. Okay, leads will be present. Then it will be monitored on a screen, and printout will be taken. A graphical presentation will be like this. This is the normal heart condition. Okay, this graphical presentation is shown by various peaks. Okay, each peak in the ECG is identified with a letter from P to T that corresponds to specific electrical activity of the heart. P wave represents the electrical excitation or depolarization of the atrium. Electrical excitation of the atrium which leads to contraction of both the atria. Then QRS complex represents the depolarization of the ventricle which initiates the ventricular contraction, means आगो आमर atrium contract करिगला 0.1 second रे, then diastole को सीजिबो, तापर आसीजिबो कोन आमर ventricular contraction means ventricular depolarization. It will initiate and it will correspond to this QRS wave. Okay, the QRS complex represents the depolarization of the ventricle which initiates the ventricular contraction. The contraction starts shortly after Q and marks the beginning of the systole. Okay, the ventricular systole is marked by the QRS. Next is the T wave represents the return of the ventricle from excited to normal, that is called the repolarization. Okay, for returning of this ventricle to normal position is shown by the T wave, that is called the graph for repolarization, and the end of T wave is marked by the end of the systole. Okay, end of systole means atrial systole ro bi end kaina 0.7 सह eta correspond करछे. So, by counting the number of QRS complexes that occur in a given time period, one can determine the heartbeat rate of individual. Means देखिए पूरा लंबा पेपर रोल आसीबो graphical presentation. By counting that number of QRS waves, we can say whether the heart is functioning normally or abnormally. Since ECG obtained from different individuals have roughly the same shape for the given lead configuration. Any deviation from the shape, any deviation from the normal shape indicate a possible abnormality of the disease. Okay. If there will be any deviation from normal condition, we say pollution, we say that is also disease. So, in case of our body, we say it is a disease condition, hence it is of great clinical significance. Okay. Now, come to the double circulation, that part present inside your syllabus, and I have already explained it, that the blood that enters to your right auricle, so vena cava, that is deoxygenated, moves to left ventricle, so tricuspid valve, and so semilunar valve, it moves to the pulmonary artery, and via that enters to lungs, gets oxygenated by pulmonary vein, it enters to the left auricle, and via bicuspid or mitral valve it opens to the left ventricle via semilunar valve opens to the dorsal aorta, and through dorsal aorta where it is distributed towards the various part of the body, and the blood flows to the heart for 2 times, hence it is called the double circulation. The blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of our body to our heart is called vein, and from heart to various part of our body is called artery. The junctional part of artery and vein is known as capillaries. The capillaries were discovered by Marcel Malpighi, and there are differences between the artery and the vein. I will show you in a detailed diagram. These are the blood vessels. The artery, vein and the capillaries are the blood vessels. The artery and vein consist of 3 layers. Okay, what are they? Tunica externa, tunica media and tunica interna. Okay, you can see here the tunica interna is formed of the endothelial cells. The middle tunica media is formed of the smooth muscles and elastic tissues, and the tunica externa is formed of the outer fibrous coat consisting of the collagens, and the diameter of an aorta is that is less than 18 mm. However, the vein, in case of vein, you can see all these 3 layers are present as that of artery. However, tunica media, where this tunica media? This tunica media is quite thin than present in artery. Okay, tunica media is quite thinner than in artery, and the lumen is broader than the artery. You can see the arterial lumen and the lumen of the vein. Lumen of vein is quite broader, and the valves are present. Okay, the arteries are present deeply and the veins are present superficially. Its diameter is less than 30 mm. Okay. Lastly, the capillaries. The capillaries are formed of the endothelial cells. Here, elastin, a membrane that is absent in case of veins. Okay. These are the structures of various blood vessels and their diameters. One thing is here that most of many blood cells are there whose size is quite larger than the blood capillaries. How do they pass through these capillaries? They squeeze through it. Okay. Then come to the blood pressure. The pressure that is exerted by the blood vessels is called blood pressure. You must have seen this machine. This is the analog and this is the digital machine for measuring the blood pressure, and this is called the sphygmomanometer. Okay. This blood pressure is how it is determined. The arterial systole by arterial diastole. Arterial systole is 120 mm of Hg, 120 millimeter of mercury, and arterial diastole is 80 millimeter of mercury. So, normal blood pressure of a healthy man is 120 by 80 millimeter of mercury. Any deviation from it leads to disease condition. How it is measured? It is measured by placing this structure on the left arm, and the doctor monitors by putting a stethoscope, okay, by hearing the heart sound. But in case of digital, just press a switch on and off, you can see your blood pressure exactly. Okay. So when the blood pressure exceeds the normal condition, that is called the high blood pressure or hypertension. When it is lowest, that is called the low blood pressure. High blood pressure may be due to various activities like stress, okay, taking excess amount of tea, coffee. Then how to control it? We can control it via exercise, taking proper diet, morning yoga, etc., etc. Then let us see how the cardiac activities are regulated. Okay, how our heart activity is regulated. Normal heart activities are regulated intrinsically, means the factors are present inside our body, that is auto regulated by specialized muscles or nodal tissues, means SA node and AB node acts here, mainly the SA node, the pacemaker. Hence the heart is myogenic. A specialized neural center